So Carlton, can you please tell me, okay, let me repeat. Okay, so we are discussing about anthem preparation, and Carlton told me that he already covered week 1, 2, and 3. So today we are gonna do week 4, 5, 6. And Carlton already told you guys about how professor or instructor they are gonna make the question paper. It is totally chat GPT, on chat GPTized. So you guys can also create a different type of question paper. Just do more and more and more practice. Okay. So we are gonna cover some topics today. Week 4, 5, 6. Let,
Sumit, just one question here.
yes.
In the last session, Carlton, you had said that you will try and share the model with us so that we can also start generating the mocks for ourselves. You said you will
Yeah,
revert on that.
yeah. I've not yet had a chance to discuss this with Anand, but as soon as I get to know from him if that model can be, because the thing is, he's doing it at his expense. So to release that model for all students, I don't know if it's ready yet to do that or not. But I'll find out from him first if it's
Okay.
possible,
Or
and then.
or an alternate is that some way in which we can start uploading and create our own model. So for that, we have to upload a lot of information. And I don't know
Yeah.
if we have the number of tokens available. So either way.
Mm. Yeah, I'll find out. I'll find out.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Hey, Amit, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I was saying, okay, no need to. You don't need actually paid version of the tokens. You can do it some kind of a combined effort. Everyone just pick one week and try to do 4 or 5 iteration. 10 question is you will have the 50 question from each week. It will be kind of collaborative effort. Just pull up 5 or 6 people, and you can easily have a really good data set. Okay, so let's talk about week 4. Okay, if anyone have any question, please ask. Shall I start week 4 revision?
Yes, you can start.
Okay. So let's go through the video. So here we are talking about the modeling the data. So simple thing. How many tools we have? We generally have Excel and Python. Let's and we have some other tools. So the important thing. Okay, let's talk about correlation. So which type of question they may ask? Say in the correlation, you must remember which function see. I am repeating it again and again. You just create a list of function and create a list of their uses. So just create a list of how to find correlation. How can you find correlation in Python? Which formula you are going to use in Python to so it can give you the result of correlation. Just find that formula and write it somewhere. And there is also one thing: how can we map? How can we create the heat map of all the correlations? Okay, find that formula. It is in the lecture, or if it is not in the lecture, just Google it or just find the chat GPT and find it. So that's the important thing. Just create one table, one column about function, second column about the uses. What is the use of that function? So correlation, you guys know about the correlation. Okay, the general form of correlation which we use is Pearson correlation. You guys better make a note of it. Pearson correlation. Okay, this is the simple correlation which we use. So we don't use Pearson word, but simple correlation is generally Pearson correlation. So if they are going to ask you about a Pearson correlation, don't be confused. Pearson correlation is your simple correlation. Okay, so correlation is one thing. You guys know about the regression. In regression, in Excel, once again, we are going to do it in the Excel. So in Excel, there is in Google Sheet, there is a formula: intercept, slope. Okay, so just make a list of these formula because that's the pattern for the past few terms. I don't know this time for the all the past term they generally made the question paper by hand like human type of thing, but now they are asking ChatGPT. So I don't know which type of question they are going to ask. So just be prepared. But one thing is sure, Most likely they will not ask you about numerical question, though I cannot guarantee. Okay. Then we have outlier detection. So for the outlier detection, there is one important thing. Which type of graphs are helpful in outlier detection? Who's gonna tell me? I want at least two answer. Which type of graph we generally use in outlier detection?
Box plot.
Box plots.
Box
Violin
and whisker
plot.
plot. Violin. Okay. So I remember during my time when I was a student, the option was the violin plot, but I don't know about it, so I missed it. Violin plot. So this they will not ask you to create the graph, of course, but they will ask you which of the following graph is not used. So there is not a single answer. You need to find some graph which is not used. So okay, box and whisker plot, yes. Violin, yes. Okay, there is one more thing when I talk about the outlier detection. It is related to IQR range, interquartile range. Who's going to tell me the formula of IQR range? Someone?
IQR is Q3 minus Q1, and outliers, one is if the value is greater than Q1 plus 1.5 IQR, or it is less than Q3 minus 1.5 IQR.
No. Q3 but you just says less than. So this is the confusion. Let's discuss about it. Someone just write something. Yeah. So the important thing, if we talk about the IQR range, interquartile range, it is just a difference of Q1 and Q3, and then multiply by IQR. Okay. 1.5. Okay. And you can remember it very easily. Say this is your we create a box like this: Q1, Q3, Q1, Q3, Q2 is always the median. So simple. If you are gonna multiply it by 1.5, first you need to find this distance, then you are gonna multiply it by 1.5. So it is something here. Okay, out of here, it is outlier. So same in Q3, you need to plus it, you need to add it here. So this is so simple formula. You better remember it, you better prepare it. Okay. So in Python, so what is classification? So first question. So classification is a supervised problem or unsupervised problem?
So supervised problem.
Yeah, classification is supervised problem because we need to give some labels there. Now the question is, what about the clustering? Clustering is
Unsupervised.
clustering is unsupervised problem because we don't know what is the optimal number. Okay, now here is a question. Do you guys know about the elbow method in clustering?
Yes, we have done it. Like,
But you did it in MLP or in
right,
TDS.
right. Yes.
Yeah,
MLP.
Yeah, it's MLP stuff, but we have a lot of students who have never touched the MLP. Okay, so everyone, this is I think we already discussed it, but okay, let's talk about little bit about the cluster problem because I have seen this problem here, so many times. So what happened in clustering? So this is my stuffs, lot of instance, and okay. So when we create a cluster, so see, so cluster means k nearest neighbor, or it's k mean clustering, correct? K mean clustering. So the thing is, we have a number k. So k means we need to decide how many nearest neighbor, how many, what is the number of mean you want. So we have this is the NP hard problem. NP hard problem where you cannot find the answer. So what happened? So when we take a very huge value of k, let's say this is the optimal number of k, and this is the number error. So if you are going to take only one neighbor, then every number, every symbol will just adopt what is its neighbor. So there will be a lot of variant. Our model become kind of overfit. So it is, again, it is not correct. And when we are, if I'm going to take some kind of number, let's say I have an instance, or let's say 100 instance. If I'm going to put k as 100, then to train my model, my k, the number, my whatever the number is, this k will look for the whole set. So my whole set will have only a single label. If I'm going to put a very small number, let's say 1, then my whole set will have at least 50 or more than 50 or nearly 100 type of label, which is, once again, if I'm not able to cluster any object, then there is no point of clustering. बहुत ही बिखरा बिखरा, very sparse type of thing. If I'm going to take a 100 number, then it's like my whole cluster become my whole data set become a single cluster. So I cannot choose this one, I cannot choose this one. Then what? Then there is a place where our graph suddenly become like this. Okay, you can see this is kind of elbow. So this is elbow method. So with the help of elbow, we can find the optimal value of k. This is not a sure shot method. This is kind of a lucky guess. It is an NP hard problem, which is hard to solve kind of mathematically. Okay, so this is clustering. Okay, forecasting. Any specific question about the forecasting? We talk about ARIMA series, and there is a one question related to ARIMA, which I have seen a lot of time. It is something like this. Carlton, can you find that ARIMA question? It is from the previous year question paper. It is about the log value difference, and there is one more. Let me find.
Yeah, I have it somewhere. I'm looking for it.
Yeah, it's fine. We can find it in the question paper. Okay, P by Q. So there's a question about ARIMA question, and there's a single formula. You just need to mug up that formula, and you will be good to go. But once again,
So that you're talking about that API call, ARIMA order.
that ARIMA order is there, but it is not about API call, just ARIMA order.
So ARIMA order, the format is first is auto regression, comma, the I
Yeah.
part, and then the moving average.
Moving average is there. Yes, this thing. Yeah, first thing is auto regression. Then we have difference order, and then we have the moving average. You just need to remember this thing. So in ARIMA, there is an order, no trend. There is only order, and the order is now it is up to you how you are going to remember it. I always remember
The
everything.
easier way itself is that ARIMA itself is ARIMA. So that is in the given order. ARIMA by itself is given the given order.
That's cool. That's amazing. Auto regression AR I is about difference. I don't know how you connect the I here, and MA is moving average. Okay, that's the trick. I remember this thing like every term, but I always forget it. So this is the order. Just screenshot it and mug it up. I don't know what ChatGPT gonna do, but you will find this question in all term question paper. Okay, this is the order. You just need to remember it. That's the only question they ask in ARIMA for all past term. Okay. Well, let's back to topic.
I've pasted that thing in the chat box as well.
Okay. Thanks, Carlton. That's good. Okay, so that's our this first lecture. Once again, the most important thing is creating a table. I'm repeating it. I don't know how many times. Just create this type of table. Here you just write your function, your tool, or your library, your module, and in front of it, let's say Beautiful Soup. So what is the work of Beautiful Soup? Right here. Okay. So Beautiful Soup can bring all the HTML content into our Python notebook, correct? Correct?
Yes.
Who is saying yes? No, man, wrong. Beautiful Soup never bring HTML content from server to your notebook. Beautiful Soup, you need all the HTML content in your notebook with the help of request or URL library, URL lib. Okay, Beautiful Soup only beautify it, and then Beautiful Soup can parse the HTML. Beautiful Soup can make your HTML file readable or searchable. You can search it after using Beautiful Soup. So that's the important thing. That's the question. It was a question. I don't know if from a graded assignment, I don't remember, or from end-term exam. Okay, which of the following you get the HTML content in your Python notebook? First option was beautiful soup, and all the students just mark the beautiful soup. No, it is requests library. It is URL lib. Okay, so that's the important thing. Just create this table, write here your function, tool, library, formula, whatever it is, and this side just create a list of their uses, their function. Okay, so don't repeat this mistake. Be very clear about it. Study, and you guys can talk uh, about it later whenever you want. Okay, once again, correlation with Excel. So you need to remember formulas. You need to remember which type of formula you are going to use in correlation. See, this analysis tool, PAK, analysis tool pack. I remember they asked this question: which of the following tool you use to do correlation, to find the correlation in Excel? So it is, you need to remember it, analysis tool pack. I know it sounds stupid, but you need to mug up a lot of stuff. Okay. Here, analysis toolpack. This is, you need to remember the name. We use analysis toolpack for correlation. Okay. So there is nothing important. Okay, this is one thing. Can we have negative correlation? Who's going to give the answer? Can we have negative correlation?
Yeah, we can.
Yes, we can have.
Yeah, we can have negative correlation. And I remember one question. What is the value of correlation coefficient of a variable with itself?
But it's,
One.
one.
As you can see, new cases, with the new cases always on. The thing is simple. Of course, the correlation coefficient is, if one variable is changing, then what is the impact of the another variable? So of course, if new cases are changing, it will impact new case 100%. That's one. Okay. So remember negative correlation, and also the correlation of a variable with itself is one. I remember this question. I just complete all the previous year question paper and just assemble 3 or 4 people together, make a group, find all the chat, whatever the ChatGPT have to offer, find solve as many questions as possible, because if they are asked ChatGPT to create a question paper, me and Carlton also don't know what is humanly possible. So yeah, okay. So there is nothing much. The formula is very much, you guys know. Remember, mug up all the formulas. This is really important. Okay. And also pay attention, pay attention on this part. Let's say scatter plot and trend line. Be clear what is scatter plot and what is trend line, where we generally use scatter plot. I have seen a lot of time the question related to that violin chart and box and whisker plot. So just study what is the scatter plot. Okay, who's going to tell me what's the scatter plot, and at which place scatter plot is really useful? For which visualization? If I want to show something, what thing, for what scatter plot is really good? Someone? I'm going to take everyone's name. Okay, who's going to give the answer? Shayan, you are very quiet today. Okay, not here. Okay, who's going to tell me?
Can we use it to show the distribution of points in various classes?
Various classes. How many classes?
Like 2 classes?
2 classes.
Yeah.
It is generally between, not generally, always between 2 classes. Okay. I cannot talk. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. So just remember this thing. If you have scattered plot, then okay, trend lines. What about the trend line? Just note down this thing and make that column. Write trend line. What is the use of trend line? Write it there in your own words. Okay. Now we have regression with Excel. You guys know about linear regression, right? You know about what is the slope, what is the interception. This is the important thing. Okay. the first column here, it shows the coefficient with these are the variable. It shows the coefficient with the variable. Okay. I remember there was one question in this manner. A is equal to x1, x2, x3, and here are the coefficient. So it was just simply asking, okay, which of the following is the coefficient values. So simply v1, v2, v3 are the coefficient. x1, x2, x3 is the variable. A is my target variable. So it is here. If you look at the first one, first column, it is just showing the those v1, v2, v0, these value. Intercept is b0. Here intercept is b0. So let's say b0. What about the b0? When we have no other variable, how's the a will cut the origin, or a will cut the x-axis or y-axis? It is dependent on the b0. So this is the intercept b0 on the y-axis. These are the other new cases, new test, new vaccination, other variable. So how they will gonna impact our target variable? It is depend on this coefficient. Okay, so that's the thing. I don't know how they will frame this question. I have never seen it, but it's better to know about this stuff. Carlton, you wanna add something here in these any of these lectures?
No, nothing. Everything's fine so far.
And also, I want to suggest everyone, please pay attention on the new thing. There are a lot of new content which professor add this term. Quartile is fine. Quartile is fine. You guys already know about the quartile. Just remember how to find a quartile. What is Q1? What is Q2? Q2 is median. Maybe they will ask some very simple question. Okay, how can we find median with the help of quartile? So simply, median is Q2, which is 50%. Okay, so just remember this. What is the upper bound? What is the lower bound? There is something new. The name is Parquet file. Carlton generally pronounces Parquet, which is correct. I call it Parquet, which is wrong. Parquet file. So let's talk about Parquet file because I don't know much about it. This is totally new thing. I have never even seen this Parquet file before. Just a little bit about it. Read about it. Parquet is an open source file format built to handle flat corner storage data format. Maybe you guys want to make a note because this is a totally new thing. So maybe they will ask what is the Parquet file and what are the pros, what are the benefits of using Parquet file. So here Parquet file operates well with complex data in huge volume. You guys better make some note. Okay, and compression, ability to handle the wide variety of encoded type. Just remember it. Make some notes. Okay. How is the Parquet different from the CSV? I better copy paste this link here. Just give it a try, read it, or just make some notes because this thing is new. That's only first two paragraphs are enough. How is Parquet different from CSV? Parquet is column oriented, CSV is row oriented. Yeah, that's correct. Because I remember whenever we open CSV file in our notepad, then we can see CSV is in the row form, separated by tab or separated by comma. That's the comma separated value. So column oriented database such as, okay, stuff you need to study yourself. What else? Pivot table. I remember there was a question about the pivot table. It is about which of the following, out of which of the following pivot table is useful. So simply finding the relationship between two variable. Percentage correlation is critical. Date time handling. Yeah, there is one thing. It is related to your format. When we have in our Excel, when we have lot of data, let's say we have a okay, let's talk about it. Date time format. Let me write it somewhere. Okay, now I remember one thing. There is a question, and in that question, the question was something like that. We enter I think inside Tabula, yeah. Inside Tabula, we give the data about the country and its population. Country data type was string and population data type was integer. But Tabula was failed to show the graph. So the reason was because in country data type, the data type is string, but in the country name, there was some country name which was not in the string format. So the answer was Tabula was not able to show my data. Tabula was not able to show that data in the graph format or the map format because data type was wrong. Okay, so same thing goes for here, date and time. In the Excel, we have date and time, lot of different format. So how can I change? How can I make all of those date and time stuff in the generalized form? So anyone wanna suggest? If I have, let's say, I generally write my date in this manner: 21 August. I don't use 20 August 2024. But there is nothing like dot. Okay, we never use dot in digital format. I have never seen it. So if I'm gonna put this data in my Excel sheet will not gonna take it as a date. Okay, Excel sheet will consider it maybe string or something else. So I cannot do any calculation. Let's say I have this thing here, I have this thing here, and I want to find the difference according to the date. So my Excel sheet will throw some error. So how can I change it? How can I find the correct answer? How can I find the correct difference? Who's gonna tell me that? What is the idea? Someone? Okay, maybe my question is confusing. The simple thing is what I am saying. I just enter a data set in my Excel sheet, and there date is written in this format: 21.8.2024, and then 24.8.2024.
అది తీసి డిస్ప్లే చేసి
Huh?
కొట్టేసింది అందుకు.
Can you please repeat?
Nothing, sir, nothing.
Oh, it's fine, it's fine. And please don't call me sir. I'm just Amit. Amit is fine. Okay. So date is written in this format, but this is human readable format. My Excel cannot read it. So what should I do? I should format it first. So I need to go towards the format. Then I need to change the type of column. I need to change the column type into date and time format. So just remember which type of format are there in your G sheet, in your Excel sheet. Okay, just create a list and remember which type of format are there. Okay, this is important. And there is one more thing I can remember.
So which type of format means in the Excel, what are the formats is available? That's what you are telling?
Yes. What type of formats are there? Okay.
Okay.
And there is one thing which I remember. Yeah, delimiter. About the delimiter. In our Excel, let's say I have this thing. My full name is Amit Kumar Gupta. I am writing it in a single column. Now I want to create a data set where I have first name in the first column, last name in the last column, middle name in the middle column. So how can I do it? The idea is text to column, right? So in text to column, we use something called delimiter. Who's going to tell me about the delimiter? What is delimiter?
Delimiter means it is a separator basically.
Yeah, it is separator.
Space.
Yeah.
Spaces.
Yeah, here the space is separator. Okay, now the question is, I remember this question: which of the following is the correct delimiter? So which of the following is not a delimiter? So there was a tilde, there was a dot, there was comma, and there was a thing none. So which of the following is not a delimiter?
Tilde.
Wrong, actually. You can define anything as a delimiter. In fact, you can define the whole word Kumar as a delimiter. It will work as a delimiter and it will give you Amit Gupta. Okay, you can define anything. So there is a one thing called custom. When you click on the custom, you can define your own delimiter. So I remember this question. So that's the little thing can be the potential question in your exam. Okay, so don't think TDS is a totally practical thing. What can they ask? They can ask anything. This time they are using ChatGPT, so I don't know what is the possibilities are there. Okay,
One thing is, if you'll score high in this one line term also, it will not help actually. It will weightage will be very less, I think so.
Which thing?
Weightage is very less for the end term.
Uh, it is,
That
yeah.
it will weightage. So in that case, if you'll score high also at the grade, it will be very less grade. In that
Yeah, because TDS is very much practical type of subject. So
that's
to
it.
be honest, tantrum make no sense in PDS. TDS. Yeah, TDS. I'm confused about TDS and PDS. Okay. Okay. Now this is also a new thing, database. Till the last one, there is nothing like a database here, but here we have SQL queries. So you better remember 2 or 3 very small thing. I insist that you guys please write down this thing. So in database we have tables, and in tables there are some kind of joins. So you guys better remember some kind of joins. So there is one thing called inner join. Okay, there is something called outer join. So these are the joins, and how to write SQL query. So in the SQL query there are some very simple thing. It is start with select select. Then we have where. Then we have from. Then we have where. Okay. So in select, we generally mention what we want. Let's say I have a very huge data set. I have a data set of all of us students. So I want some select. I want to find a name. So I want to select category name. So here you just write the name of the category, name, or say roll number, or say marks, whatever you want. Then the question is from which table. So I want all this information from student table. Okay. So this is the important thing. In a single database, you have many multiple tables. And where now here you can write the condition. I am writing the condition where marks are greater than 80. Okay. So that's how you can write the query. I remember that Anand sir asked 2 question, I think 1 or 2 question, where you need to write the query uh, related to data set. Okay, so that's the important thing. So just read little bit about database connection. Just okay, let's read about it. Database types of join. W3 School is a good source in very geek of geek W3 School. Okay, so SQL join. So what happened? Let's say I have a see. These are the 2 tables. Okay, first tell me how many of you don't know about it. You guys can raise your hand. Today you guys are very silent. Krishna, you don't know about it, correct? Okay. Okay, only Krishna. Everyone else knows about it, huh? Okay, then someone explain it to me, man. If everyone knows about it, then who's gonna explain me?
Yeah.
Shika, you wanna explain?
No, I don't know. That's why I raised.
Okay. Okay. So just see. Whenever we create a database, let's say database of all the student, so we cannot include everything in a single table. Okay, we need multiple tables. Let's see here. So here we have a table number 1, which is called student. Then we have table number 2, which is student course. So if you look here, we have roll number, we have name, we have address. Remove the phone number, we have age. Now tell me something. I want at least one volunteer. Shika, you better open your mic. Tell me, do you think that all the names will be unique in this whole table? Don't think about this table. Think about the IIT BS degree whole table, 30,000 students. Do you think that all the names will be unique here? Shikha?
Actually, I won't be able to volunteer. Can you ask someone else?
Okay, okay, man. Anyone else? Okay, Shashi, you better. I'll just speak your, I mean, speak up. No need
Yeah,
to-
yeah. It will not unique actually. So in that table, we need to define some unique key, like
Yeah.
to define that what will be that is up to the developer. It is the design. Based on the design, we need to define which the thing will be unique key.
So the thing is, if I have this table, let's say it's quite a long table, and I'm gonna ask, okay, I want the information about Shayan here. So there may be many Shayan. You will be confused how which Shayan I should be. If I'm gonna say just find someone from the Delhi, thousands of students are from Delhi. If I'm gonna say find someone of the 21 of age, maybe thousands of students from the 21 of age. So we need some unique property here. So unique property is roll number. I am pretty much sure, 100% sure that there will be no two roll number which will be identical. Okay. So here is a this is the unique key. This is the primary key. Let's talk about the different table. Course ID, roll number. So here course ID is unique, and you see I am not using name, which student is taking which course. We are using roll number. Okay. So now you can say, okay, one course belong to one specific roll number. Now I can find without any confusion. Okay. So these are the two tables. Now the first thing, see, this is our query. Select from join. So join is, let's talk about. First talk about the inner join. So the example of inner join is, inner join keyword select all rows from both the tables as long as the condition is satisfied. The keyword will create a result set by combining all rows from both the table where the condition is satisfied. What is the meaning of it exactly? Okay, one thing to remember, natural join or join is same as the inner join. So here, it is not going to repeat the stuff. Okay, it is very much like the intersection. Okay, it will not going to repeat the your information. It will just give the whatever the intersection is, whatever the satisfy the both table. If I am going to find something called, let's say, student roll number is equal to student course roll number, then it will give the answer. See, course ID is 1. So the question is, now the course ID is condition is student roll number should be equal to the student course roll number. So course ID is 1. So which other student has this course ID, roll number 1? Harsh, roll number 1. So it is asking if course ID is equal to the roll number ID, then it will give the answer. Say 1 and 1, 2 and 2. Of course, 2 and 3 is not matching. Okay, so that's it. Just give us the some answer here. Oh no, this is different. Carlton, you want to explain it, or okay, let's check another website.
Sorry, what was the question?
I was trying to explain inner join. Can you explain it?
So inner join, the two tables will have a key in common, and that's what makes the join possible. The key will be unique to one of the tables, and then to reference it in the other table, you will use that key, and it will be common to both. So that's how the inner join works.
But what can you please explain this example? I'm a little bit confused here. See, this is student table. We have roll number as a primary key. Then we have student course table. We have course IDs and roll number. Again, roll numbers are unique, but one course can be taken by 2 or more student. Let's say 1. Course ID 1 is taken by 1 student and other student, which is totally fine. So it is saying after applying inner join, this is a resultant table. So I am a little confused here. This is the query.
Yeah, so over here, the query is select roll number and all that, then join on roll number from the student table. Okay, so it's doing a join on itself, is it? From student SC.
It is joining student roll number table, S from the roll number, and SC means
yes,
course.
Yeah.
That's the roll number.
So yeah, so it's finding all common rows where both those things are true.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing is, it is saying, okay, yeah, that's the thing. So it is saying, see, first thing, it is about the select. So select whatever we are going to select here. S means student. Small s means student, roll number. So see, in the output, we have roll number. You remember? Here, select name, roll number. So it is giving you in this manner. Roll number is here. S means from the student table, give me the name. Names are here. S address from the student table, give me the address. Address is here. S dot phone, give me phone number, which is from the student. Age, give me age, which is from the student table. Fine. Now I want course ID, but course ID is not in student table. So that's why I need to mention I want course ID from SC, student course table. Okay. So then they just put from student as join student course. Student table, join the student table with student course table. Condition is roll number must be equal to the SC roll number. All those roll number who are present in SC roll number, only those. So not all the roll numbers are here. See, 8 is not here, 7 is not here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11. But the condition is roll number. Nah, man, this is something wrong. Roll number is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take another example. Maybe I'm mistaken, but that's confusing. Okay, here. Let's take example. SQL inner join. Okay, this is my table product. First table is products, product ID, product name, category ID, price. Second table is categories, category ID, category name, description. Okay. Now the question is I want to inner join it. Inner join is intersection. So the thing is what is totally intersected, what is totally common property in both. It will give you only that property. Okay, you guys know how to find the intersection in the set. Okay, so let's read the condition. Condition is product category ID is equal to categories category ID. So I want only those products category ID which is equal to the categories category ID. So let me guess something. This is product table. Inside product table, I need to find the category ID 1, 2, 1 and 2. And here I need to match it to the categories category ID 1 and 2. So the answer will be only these two category ID 1 and 2. Chase, Chang, any seed syrup, beverage and condiments. It will remove confections. So let's just check it. Here is the result.
I think you have to try it yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So there are a lot of records on there, 77 records.
77 here.
So it depends on how many records are there in those tables.
But it is giving the lot of result. Okay, man.
Yeah.
Things are getting worse. Okay, we better just pay attention on
I mean,
this.
but essentially what it does is I mean, it's exactly what you said, Amit, which is it will take the categories and attach them to the table that you're getting, that you want for those columns. So whatever was in the first table, it'll attach the matching records from the second table to it. So if there were only 3 records there, what will happen is at the end, I don't know if I can annotate your screen, but let me see.
I cannot see any annotation.
Yeah, okay. I'm not able to annotate your screen. But basically what happens is if you go back to the previous, yeah. So on here, when you do the select, and if it's only these entries on the table, and you're doing select product ID, product name, price, and category name. So, and you're doing the join on category ID. The 4th column that will be added will be beverages and condiments. That's the only thing that will be added to it. So this will create a result with 3 columns. and the 3 columns will be those ones that you selected in that query that is just below. Just go a little bit below, yeah. So product ID, product name, category name. So the answer will be, if you just go a little bit up, there, yeah, will be 1, 2, and 3 will be there. Product names will be there, and then the third one will say beverages, and confections. That's what you will get the result.
Because you already mentioned what you want. You want product ID in your result, you want product name in your result, and you want category name in your result. So it
Yeah.
is there. Okay. So that's how you can do a inner join. You better study about little bit more about joins. Just surface level, no need to go very deep. And then we have the left join. So what happened in the left join? When we talk about the left join, so once again we check, okay, what is the, we are going to take the whole, just this one table, let's say first table. We are going to take the whole first table, and then we will add this one column. So if we are talking about in this example, so we will take this whole table, then we will just add one more column here, which is about the, you need to mention it, which column you want to add. Let's say category name. So you just want to add category name, it will be there. Okay. Same goes for right join. In right join, you have the second table and only one specific column from the left. Full outer join, you just combine everything. And there are a lot of repetition also in outer join. It is not exclusive. Here stuff is exclusive, distinct. Here sometimes you see a lot of repetition here in the full outer join. So yeah, better do little bit study about it. Watch 1 or 2 video on YouTube. In just one single video, everything will be clear. Okay, this point is, database part is very much new. This term only. So yeah. Okay. And also always go through these notebooks, Jupyter notebooks, and if you find any specific type of formula there, just make a note, write it down.
The key takeaway is they're not going to ask you 2 tables and then ask you to give you a result of the joins, okay? Because that's a DBMS question normally. But they will ask you what is a left join, what is a right join. So knowing the terms and what they do is more important than knowing how they function on a deeper level. So from an exam point of view, I would say just learn what those terms mean, and they may ask you a definition type question. Because I mean, ultimately, this course is a tools for data science. It's not a DBMS course. So that's what I would suggest. If you want to study it on a more deeper level, then even the DBMS videos are very good. So you can always look those up to study deeper.
And just remember this thing, the simplest SQL query. Why I'm saying it? Because they ask this type of thing in the ROE. Select, from, and where. Okay. Just remember this 3 word: select, from, and where. I just want a simple query so I can show you. Select from where. Okay. Okay. So the thing is, select what you want to see in your database. There is one more thing: select star. As you guys can see, select star means when you want all attributes, when you want all columns there, then you just use star. Okay. Otherwise, we just specific some name of the column. So select from, here you need to give the name of the table, and where is a condition. Okay. Just remember these 3 words: select, from, where. You better make some notes. Select which type of column you want there, from which table, and where is your condition, kind of your if condition. If, okay, we mention it now in Python. So here we use the keyword where name, or where marks is greater than 80, where price is lower than 20, something like that. Okay, just because they ask it in the ROE, so maybe there is a chance. Okay, so that's the thing.
Amit, I've also pasted a link, which is also given in the TDS resources. This is quite a good one just to get a surface understanding of those things. So it gives you a quiz as well. So if you wanted to just get to understand it a little bit better, you can use this.
But you guys have all the other subjects too, so don't go too deep.
Yeah.
Just have some surface level of knowledge. Okay. Just get familiar with everything. Okay. Week 4, if you guys have anything to ask or anything, you guys better discuss week 4. Everyone is so silent today, huh? Today's session is quite scary.
Yes, sir. Week 4 is okay.
You know, okay, now, anyone else? Let me ask some name. Vidhesh is new guy. Aditya is regular. Anjali is regular. Anupam is regular. What about Aditya, Anjali, Anupam, Anwar, Bala? All of you are regular. Everything fine? Or you want to discuss something?
Sir, I want to ask for week 6, 7, 8, there will be a graded assignment.
No. If they haven't released the graded assignment, then there will be no more graded assignment. There is the graded assignment in week 6, but not in 7 and 8.
Okay.
And they will not going to release anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
And in the end term exam, all weeks have equal weightage? Or-
Very much like, yeah, equal weightage. We cannot guarantee, bro. We cannot say anything.
Okay.
It's totally up to the professor or instructor. Huh? Okay. Any questions from these things?
I have a question.
Yeah, please, Aditya.
Like, what is the use of a Parquet file? Because if we open a Parquet file and a .db file in VS Code, they look almost similar. So, what's the advantage of a Parquet file?
Okay, in this term, this is the first time when I see the Parquet file. But as we studied just few minutes back, I also share the link. It is about the tabular structure, and it is. Let me read it again. It has the high
So-
compression. It has the high compression rate. Yeah, Carton, please.
No, so what I was going to say is Parquet, the main advantage over CSV is it helps you to have very, very large files and store them very efficiently. So the reason it's able to do that is it looks at the columns when it stores the data. And so because columns have a single data type, what happens is it's able to then use some compression algorithms to be able to store them efficiently. So then reading from it also becomes very efficient. That's why you might not be able to open a very large CSV file, but a Parquet file can handle millions and millions of records very easily. The main thing is the compression and the speed at which you're able to deal with Parquet files. It's just a new way of storing text data in a more efficient way.
Got it.
Thanks, Carton. Okay. So, okay. Anyone else? Any question? Let's move to the week 5. So in the week 5, we have large language models. These are the good, very much, once again, very much practical type of questions. So I don't know what to discuss here, but one thing I want to discuss. First thing about the sentiment analysis. We discuss about the sentiment analysis. So there is not much thing, but I think you should know about sentiment analysis. There are two type of each sentence. Okay, each statement. There are two type of thing we discuss in our TA session. You better watch the TA session. Also, once again, this week 5 is really important because this is totally new. We don't know which type of question they will ask. So this is a new thing. You better watch TA sessions related to this week. Okay, we discuss a lot of stuff about the sentiment analysis in our TA session. So each sentence is very much like either it's fact or it's a fact or it's a view, opinion. Okay. So generally, fact has zero subjectivity. Subjectivity is zero here. But for the view, subjectivity has some value, which is greater than 0, but less than 1. From 0 to 1, we have subjectivity value. Okay. See, this is open bracket, this is closed bracket. Okay. So once if some statement has some subjectivity, which means that statement is an opinion, then that statement also has some kind of sentiment. Either it is a positive sentiment or it is a negative sentiment. Okay. So if we talk about the sentiment analysis, we have either positive sentiment, we have either negative sentiment. Watch the TA session. Me and Carlton was there. We discuss it in very detailed manner. Okay. So positive sentiment, negative sentiment. So positive sentiment generally gives us some kind of happy type of sense. Negative is okay, a little bit sarcastic type of thing. Okay, so when we do sentiment analysis, our chat GPT or whatever the LLM model I'm using, it just give us review as positive or negative. there is one more thing. We can also ask ChatGPT to give us the numerical value, like the metric. So if I want, I can ask ChatGPT to give me the value from -1 to +1 range, where -1 is very, very, very negative statement, +1 is very, very, very positive statement, 0 is kind of neutral. So in the previous all terms, they generally ask us the question, value is 0.2. What is the sentiment of this statement? Value is 0.2. What is the sentiment of this statement? Who's going to give the answer? Is it positive or
Positive,
negative?
right?
It is slightly positive. Okay. We cannot say it is
Yeah.
neutral. We cannot say it is very positive. It is slightly
Neutral
positive.
has to be 0.
Neutral
It
has to be 0.
0.
Yes, it's very specifically to be 0. Or because I remember the options was negative, slightly negative, neutral, positive, slightly positive. If I am giving ChatGPT is giving me 0.8, then I can say it is strongly positive or positive. Okay. Same goes for negative values. 0.1, slightly negative. 0.9, strongly negative and negative. -2. Can we have -2?
No, it's from -1 to 1. No?
Yeah, it is from -1 to 1. Okay, the thing is, in the previous term, we use a standard library known as TextBlob, which is a Python library. So TextBlob has this standard, -1 to +1. But this time, they remove TextBlob library. They just give ChatGPT to do the work. And as you guys know, we can train our model. So if I'm gonna ask my model, if I'm gonna ask the statement to my model, okay, ChatGPT, tell me if the following sentence is positive or negative. Also give me the rating from -10 to +10. In this case, -2 also become a valid value. You guys get it? Because in the ChatGPT, it is depend on me which type of parameter I want to set. Okay. So once again, standard Python library for the subjectivity, we have 0 to 1 value. 0 means factual thing. 1 means kind of view. Okay. And for the positive or negative sentiment, in the Python text block, we have -1 to +1. But this term, we are not talking about the Python stuff. We are talking about the LLM stuff. So here I can give my ChatGPT a prompt. ChatGPT give me the, I can demonstrate. I can talk here. Hey GPT, give me the sentiment of the following statement. Also give me some value from -10 and +10. Now someone tell me a very good type of statement. Let's say statement is TTS is a lovely subject. I know you guys can laugh, but okay. Okay. Positive, and the sentiment value is +8. You guys got it? So it's totally up to us which type of.
Scaling the range basically. So you're
Yeah,
scaling the
basically,
range. If you give -1 to 1, then it would have given 80%, 0.8. So you're scaling the
let's check.
scale actually.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I mean, it's totally depend on you. In the Python text block, it is standard. -1 to +1 is standard. Okay, remember it. But here it is little bit different. So I cannot say, because I asked this question. What were the -2? Someone replied, it is wrong because I am talking about the my parameters, my scale, -1 to +1. This is my range. Yeah, then it is wrong. But what if I am using ChatGPT and here I can define my own range? Let's say here. Now I'm talking about standard -1 to +1. Now what? It should be according to the shells. It should be 0.8, which is here. Okay.
But if we don't mention the range, then will it be between -1 to 1 or it could be anything?
Okay, I don't know. Let me try it. Okay, let me try it. Once again, I just open a new chat here and give me some value. Give me some value. I'm moving it to give me some value also. Let's see. It is
It's
telling me.
minus 1 to 1 default.
Yeah, it is telling me it is kind of default, and it is also telling me that I am scaling it from -1 to 1. Okay, I hope you guys get the idea. What I just want to demonstrate, since there is no mention of text blob here, there is no mention of Python here, so just pay attention on the question. Okay, okay, which type of question is given there? Maybe they just change the parameter, and maybe you guys just mistake it -1 to 1, because I also don't know which type of question ChatGPT can ask. So I'm just asking to just pay a little bit attention, and this is also a possibility. Okay, what else? So we covered the sentiment analysis. Watch, I insist, watch that TA session. We talk about lot of knowledgeable stuff there. This thing is also new for us. Okay, prompt engineering, LLM training. There is one thing. Okay, take it, tokenizer. There is one thing. Uh, let's read it. Let's read it somewhere. There is a rule, 3/4 something. The question is, if I give a simple word, then how many tokens will be there? Once again, it is not some kind of we never discuss in lecture, but can because I can see it here, tokenizer. That's why I just don't want to leave this thing. The thing is, yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing. Okay, you guys better copy paste it somewhere, write it somewhere. This is kind of a very rough rule. Ki 3/4 of a word. One token is roughly 3/4 of a word. So if I have 75 word, it will consume 100 of my token. Okay. Because I remember once Anand sir was just discussing this stuff, then he remembered this thing. He know this thing. Okay. Rule of thumb is 3/4 of a word is equal to one token. So I just want you guys to remember it. Okay. Write it down somewhere. Remember it. I don't think they will ask any question, but still for the safe side. What else? Let's study a little bit about this thing: zero shot, one shot, and multi-shot learning. I remember we discussed it in our session, but let's discuss it again. I don't even remember what is the meaning of all this thing. I forget. Okay, zero shot, one shot, and few shot learning. One shot learning is each new class has one labeled example. The zero shot, few shot learning, one shot learning, all the technique that allowed the machine learning model to make prediction for new classes with the limited labeled data. Okay, we provide labeled data. Whenever it is about the labeled data, it's us human. We provide the labeled data. Okay. The choice of technique depends on the specific problem. Okay, ignore it. What is one shot technique? When each new class has one labeled example, the goal is to make prediction for the new class based on the single example. Okay, few shot, when we have few more label, limited number of label, and the goal is to make the prediction of the new. Okay, zero shot. Okay, I got it. So anyone want to explain? Anyone understand? Anyone understand it and want to discuss? Someone?
Yeah, zero shot is that we are not giving any
Yeah, just see.
Any-
I just ask. Is ChatGPT is a lovely subject? I never give it any training. I just leave it to the ChatGPT. It give me the thing. Okay.
yeah,
Am I
previously
correct?
we made sentiment, it is zero shot, right?
Yeah.
Without giving anything. Yeah.
Yes. See, the thing is very much here. If I just give this sequence to the ChatGPT and I ask ChatGPT to label or every shape. Okay. Since these are very mathematical defined shape, I am not giving any label. I just ask ChatGPT, okay, these are the shape, define it. So maybe ChatGPT wanna say, okay, this is kite. Because it look like a little bit of kite or scissor or fish. Let's say fish. ChatGPT can say this is rectangle, or this is looking like a kite. This pooch kite. Okay, so this is how the ChatGPT gonna say this is circle, this is oval, this is circle, this is oval, this is a triangle, and this is a square. This is how the ChatGPT gonna give the answer. This is zero shot. I provide no label, I provide no training, just a simple questions, and ChatGPT can label themselves. Now, second thing is one shot learning. Now I am gonna say ChatGPT, this is a triangle. This is not kite, nothing. This is a triangle. So ChatGPT, no, this is a triangle. This is a triangle. If I'm gonna give any other example related to like this, so ChatGPT will not gonna say the fish. It will gonna say the triangle. Okay. Leave the other thing. Other thing, ChatGPT can give the answer as they want. ChatGPT now know this is not a triangle. Even this tail is here, but it is not a triangle. Let ChatGPT do the work. For the few shot, I just provide some more labels. I will provide. Okay, this is triangle, this is circle, and this is also circle. Don't call it oval. This is also circle. This is fine. Now ChatGPT can say, okay, this is triangle. I don't know what is this, so let's call it a square. This is circle. Maybe this seems very open or oval, but this is circle because that's a label is provided. This is triangle and this is square. Okay. So just remember this thing. You guys better make some notes, man, because I don't know what they will ask. Lot of new stuff. I'm very much unfamiliar. Me and Carlton both, we are lot of blank about this thing. Which type of question they can ask. So please study a little bit, spend some time, make some notes. Okay, let's go back. Okay, I think this is enough. If you guys can think, okay, this is a potential question, then please ask. Okay, just watch that question week TA session when we discuss about sentiment analysis. Okay, this is about the data extraction. Once again, the same things, very much same thing. Watch this week 5 again. This is, and just find which type of thing Anand sir is speaking. Whatever he's speaking is important. So please watch it. Yeah, embedding is kind of important. So please study a little bit about the embedding. Okay. Once again, we discussed a lot of embedding and everything in our TA sessions. So please study it. Okay. I don't know how to. There is one thing called cosine similarity. Okay. So let's read a little bit about it. So if you remember, maybe in the lecture, we can plot each word on a multi-dimensional graph. Okay, let me show you. Just pick an image. Okay, this is from toward. See, okay, see here. When we talk about embedding, are you guys there? I mean, everyone is very silent. Okay, Amrita is saying you are literally scaring us because Amrita, I just don't want to give you guys the false hope. I just insist, don't take this very lightly because it's the kind of pattern. They ask the repeated question.
No,
from
actually, the
previous
thing
question
is,
paper.
yeah, that would be fine. Like we would not see previous questionnaires, but it's almost like very less time to revise everything, go through every videos. So that's why it's a little bit scary.
Yeah, I can understand. Oh well, that's why we try to
We
cover
have less than
everything.
10 days now.
Yeah, that's why we try to cover everything, whatever we can. Okay, so this is embedding. So what happens when we have a lot of words? We can plot all the words in kind of. Don't consider it as a x, y, z axis. This is totally different. Okay, so then you can see which word is closer to which word. I remember Anand's lecture we were discussing about the apple. So when we plot apple here, there is a one cluster of companies, one cluster of fruit, and ChatGPT put apple closer to the company. because this is my hypothesis, because I think on the internet, Apple is, whenever we talk about Apple on the internet, most of the time it is about that Apple company, not the fruit. That's why maybe that's why ChatGPT just put Apple in the domain of companies. Okay, so this is kind of that difference, the closeness. Okay, so it just find the closeness of the which word is closer to which word. So that's why it just provided that label, that tag. Okay. So here is come the cosine similarity. So when we talk about the similarity, let's say apple. So apple is similar to which thing? Apple is similar to banana, not banana, Samsung or banana. Okay, Samsung and banana. So we as a human gonna say, okay, apple seems like a fruit, banana is a fruit. Okay, they are together. But according to what I saw in this lecture or when we were discussing, they put Apple closer to Samsung because ChatGPT or whatever the model is, that identifies Samsung as a technical company, that identify Apple as a technical company, that identify banana as a fruit. So if both are company, they both are closer. Okay. So this is something like called cosine similarity. A lot of mathematics here, so ignore it. Just remember there is something called cosine similarity, where we can. So with the help of cosine similarity, we can find the which word is closer to or similar to another word when we do embedding. Okay, embedding. Or you can see cosine similarity is a mathematical metric used to measure the similarity between two vector. Here, every word is a vector, as you guys can see. Okay, two vector in multidimensional space. Okay, particularly in high dimensional space. So when we talk about like the millions of words, then our dimension is again in the thousands or in the millions. So just don't try to visualize it. Just try to understand it in 2D or 3D surface. Okay. So this is embedding and cosine similarity. Embedding cost, every model has their own different embedding cost. Let's read about it. Embedding range. Just don't go very deep. Just have very surface level of knowledge. Okay. Word vector typically range from between 50 to 300 word. A word vector of 100 values can represent 100 unique features. Let's read it. Okay, don't go this deep, man. Even I don't know what is this stuff. But there is one thing which catch my eye: one hot encoding. I remember we discussed it. So you guys know about one hot encoding? Any one of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me where you studied, in TTS or in MLP?
MLP.
Okay. So the thing is one hot encoding, let me tell. Though I discuss it here. They asked question in previous term, but this term there is no one hot encoding. I can't see it. But one hot encoding is something they can ask in this week 4 because in models we use one hot encoding. So let's discuss. Let's say I have colors. Okay, give you some proper example. Let's say I have some shapes, or let's say I have some name, simple name. Some boys of our gang, and everyone is wearing some different kind of t-shirt. So I'm talking about a t-shirt color. So okay, first Amit, I'm self-obsessed, and I am currently wearing a purple type of t-shirt. Second is Carlton. I can see Carlton. So Carlton is wearing a red t-shirt. Okay, is Naren here? Okay, I don't know. Bala, I know Bala is here, and Bala can speak. Bala, which type of t-shirt you are wearing? We have Shayan.
Gray.
Nice man, gray. What is the spelling of gray? G-R-A-Y or G-R-E-Y? Okay, leave it. My mistake. E-Y. Okay. So gray. And we have Shayan. Since Shayan cannot speak, so leave him. Let's
That's blue. Take it.
shut up. Make him wear red. Okay, you cannot speak. Okay, since Shen is wearing blue, now I need one more guy who can wear blue. Let's make Amit wear blue. Okay, so this is the normal stuff, but we cannot use these as a characters as a word in lot of models. Model cannot process it. So what we do? We do one hot encoding. How can we do one hot encoding? See, our blue become one. Okay, so the thing is, so one hot encoding, we create a metric. We create first, let's pick blue, then pick red, then pick gray, and then we have again blue. But I am not gonna take blue because I already have blue. So in the case of Amit, blue is 1, red is 0, gray is 0. In the case of Carlton, red is 1, blue is 0, gray is 0. In the case of Bala, gray is 1, blue is 0, red is 0. In the case of Shane, once again it is blue is 1, red is 0, gray is 0. So this is one hot encoding. Now in my model will remove this. My model will remove this column and it will become like this. Okay, it is one hot encoding clear, everyone? So I successfully changed my categorical variable into some numerical thing. Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. Now next question. This is important. When I do one hot encoding, it creates a lot of column, and I don't need to manually name all the column. So what happened? There is a convention. Convention is it will take the first name, first part from the original column, which is color. It put an underscore and give this name blue. So color underscore blue. Here, color underscore red. Here, color underscore gray. This is important. Why this is important? Because I saw it. I saw it in the previous year question paper somewhere. They ask, they give only this thing. They give only this thing. They give only this thing, and they ask what will be the name, which of the following. It was a multiple select question. Which of the following will be the new column name after I apply one hot encoding? So one hot encoding is mathematically fine, but what will be the name of the column? This will be the name of the column. Okay. Now I have one more question, and whoever complete the MLP, please don't answer. Now the question is, initially I have only two. I have only two columns. What is the number of column after applying one hot encoding in this data? Please, no one who have completed MLP, please don't ask, don't answer. Other, give chance to the people. Who's gonna answer? Initially, I have these two columns, but after applying one hot encoding, how many columns will I have in my data?
One column, sir.
And what is the name of that column? What's the title of that column? Name?
Actually, it would be 7. Because in name, we have 4 unique values. And in color, we have 3 unique values. So there would be 4 columns for the name. And for color, there would be 3 columns.
But Shane, I'm not applying
Total
one hot
7.
encoding on name now. I'm not applying one hot encoding on the name. I need to provide it on which column I am applying the one hot encoding. I am applying one hot encoding on your color. But you are correct. If I'm applying it is on the name, then it will be 7. But no, not now. I'm just applying it on the color. So it will be 4 column. Why 4 column? 1 is your name. Whoever said 1 is wrong. This is your first column. We are removing it. This is your second column. This is your third column. And this is your fourth column. Okay. I hope it is clear to everyone. Guys, if it is not clear, you guys can always ask. You can always open your mic and you can talk. You can ask the questions. Okay, who said the 1? Is it clear, bro? You can speak openly, man. Is it clear now? There is no need to shame, man. You can ask questions, huh? Okay. Okay, I hope that it is clear. If anyone have any question, please ask. Okay, so this is the thing which I think is important. Embedding visualization. just check one thing, similarity measurement. It is once again cosine similarity is the similarity measurement. I don't think there is any other thing which we can talk about here. What about this part? Carton, we haven't never discussed this part. Shall we? Do you think it is? I don't think so because video is not there. Let's talk about the Jupyter Notebook once.
I mean, retrieval augmented generation, I think we briefly did it in one of the sessions where we talked about.
In Carlton session, we discussed it, I think.
Yeah.
And
Carlton discussed it.
It's basically a more advanced form of using embeddings. Instead of the cosine similarity on a single word, it would be on a whole review, for example. So that's what it was. And then apart from that, I think the other issue we had discussed with it was we created functions, I think,
yes,
using GPT.
Yeah, so we can create function very easily. Just define something. Okay, name of the function. This is the work of the function, and ChatGPT can work very easily. We Carlton and I discuss everything in our sessions. So please go through these sessions. This week is quite new. So my assumption is maybe they can repeat questions for other week from the previous term or something. But this week is a very really must. You guys need to pay a little bit attention on this week. Okay. Do this week yourself. Ask your question on Discourse. Carlton is always there to answer. I am not there. Okay. I just realized one more thing. When we import something from sklearn, this in MLP we need to remember. In MLP we need to remember that if I want to import cosine similarity, then I need to remember it. I need to remember it that I can import it from sklearn.matrix.pairwise. This is the thing which we need to remember in MLP. Okay, so just make a list again. Just go through all the notebook. Find, okay, we are working on the cosine similarity. Cosine similarity is a function, and where can I find it? sklearn matrix.pairwise. Okay, what is the work of it? The work of cosine similarity we just discussed to find the similarity between two words when we do embedding. Okay, just make a note. Always use copy pen or whatever online, some notepad. Just create this thing. Sentence transformer. Okay. I hope this is enough for week 5. Let's go to the week 6. If you have any questions, please, everyone, you guys can ask. Okay. Yeah, one classical question. They always ask which of the following libraries, out of which of the following tool we can do some geospatial analysis. So there is GeoPandas, and there is one more library called Folium. So Folium is also there. So remember Folium, because I saw this type of question and everyone forgot about Folium.
I think there is also Leaf. I think there was also
Leaf. Okay. Okay, so yeah, make a note, Leaf. There's the same question. We can also visualize this map thing in Tableau also. Okay, Tableau and Power BI. From there was a question that if the data type is incorrect, then it will cause problem. There are some shapefile. There is some file format, KMZ, I think, KMZ file format. We use it in, KMZ, KML file. So we use it in the, when we work on the shape files or the geographical data. So you better make some note. KML, KMZ, okay. And GeoPandas is always there. And I remember one question. This is about the how to find a distance between two cities. So which formula we use to find the distance? I remember we discussed it. Who's gonna give the answer? Not you, Carlton. Come on, man. Who's gonna give the answer?
Half.
Huh? Now there was a very interesting thing. That's why I'm asking. GeoPy dot distance. We need two time distance because first distance is about the library, second distance is about the formula. So I saw this thing in here in this question paper. It must be here. I'm sure. This Control F. TIST. Okay, no shoot.
One correction I wanted to make as well. I don't think leaf is correct. I think it was one of the wrong options. Now that I remember, think about it.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Just guys, everything, whatever. I mean, just verify things before making some notes. Check it on the. Yeah, here GeoPy distance. I remember it was quite funny. GeoPy 1 distance, GeoPy 2 distance, GeoPy 3 distance. They're just making fun of us. So yeah, remember GeoPy distance. This is kind of module, submodule. This is formula. Then we can have kilometer or miles. Okay. So once again, make the list of these things. Just go to
It's
the.
actually pretty straightforward, isn't it? GeoPy is the library. First distance is the API, second distance is the function, and then you call the values, and then the metric you put. It's pretty straightforward if we just follow the statements.
Yeah, it is easy. I mean, but it seems like very funny. But why there are two distance? When I first time I saw it, I was confused. Why there are two distance? So this is once you know it, you know it. You cannot make mistake. But yeah, sometime I don't know, due to the pressure of exam or something. Okay. So the best thing is just go through all these notebooks and make the note. I am repeating it since the very starting. Find all the libraries. I hope many of you already made it. If someone made it, share it in our WhatsApp group or among your friends. Okay. About the user agent, we generally need to change user agent. Okay. For every person, you can write your name, you can write your email ID, you can write any number. Okay. They also give us this type of question. They give a code snippet and then they miss a single line. Let's say they are going to give this import. They will go give this whole, but they will miss this line. And then they will ask, out of these following options, which is the correct A, B, C, D something. So just remember the structure. Since we are using GeoPy geocoder nominating. Nominating is our module API call. So we are going to use it, but we need to define it. So we need to define. How can we find? They are going to use the variable geolocator from the next line, from the next statement. It is here geolocator.geocode. Just imagine for a second. It is not here. It is not here. Okay. This is the form. This is my code. I need to fill this line. What can I do? I know this geolocator is never defined. They never define this geolocator. So there must be something which can define geolocator. Okay. So I can write geolocator. Spelling correct. Okay. Now what? I need to define some with the help of API. So here is my API nominative. So I can write nominative. Okay. Inside nominative, what should be there? Now here come the pure hit and trial method. Not hit and trial. Here come the elimination method. Now you figure out half of your answer. Among those, there will be 4 options. Yeah, generally there are 4 options. Always there are 4 options. So yeah, there will be 4 options. So among those 4 options, till this point you can eliminate at least 1 or 2 options. Okay, now you have to just choose from the 2 other options. So you can just remember it. Okay, I remember something known as agent. So I can write the agent here. Okay, user agent. Agent is itself is not a word. User agent. And what can be user agent? It is some random string. Okay. So yeah, so you can find the answer. Let me check. Yeah, use region. Okay, so that's how you can make some sense. No need to mug it up everything, but it's better to make some note. Okay, what else? So just go through all the Jupyter notebook, find, help each other, share your notebooks. There are some other questions also. Can we find the distance on the basis of latitude and longitude? What do you guys say? Can we find distance not about from the name but from the latitude longitude also? Someone? Yes or no?
Yes, we did it in the GA.
Yeah, and there is one more question. I saw it in the previous term question paper. Uh, if I'm going to use a nominative and I just feed the name of one city or two city, will it give me the type of that city? Which type of city is that? If it is a, or which type of address is that? Is it a school, college, or tourist spot or something? If I input any latitude or longitude, will it give me this information about the place?
Yes,
Yes, it will give you.
Like for
Yeah.
IIT, it did give.
Yeah, for IT to give. And we also do it in our session, and it is giving the information. We just place some tourist spot, and it was giving the tourist spot type of thing. Okay, so that's the thing. With the help of QGIS, I have never seen any question related to QGIS where they ask about very specific function or any specific tool. But I remember one thing. They just give us a data, not the data. In the question, it was like, we have a data about a country and their about their healthcare data on the district level. Can we use it in the QGIS? So the answer was yes. We can, if we have any geographical data, and they also give us numbers about it. Let's say this is, I don't know which map is this. Some part of America. This is not America. Carlton, Shane, maybe you guys know.
It is of Sudan, most probably.
Oh, leave America. It is Sudan. Okay, man, that's cool. And I think it is South Sudan. Oh, it is South
That I
Sudan.
don't know.
Let's check it. Your knowledge is good about it. I don't know what's your name, man.
Aditya.
Aditya Nupani. Huh? It seems like South Sudan. Okay, so the thing is, no, it is not. Okay, maybe north. Okay, leave it. That's okay. North Sudan. Leave it. So the question is, okay, we have the geographical information. We can see the districts here. Can we do something that it can also give us the indicator about some health care, number of healthcare people? So the answer is yes. Answer is yes. If it has a geographical file, it has the numbers related to these state or these district, then it can give us the information. We can plot it, we can visualize it. Okay. So in that case, answer is yes. It's here. We can check. QGIS. QGIS. Yeah, that's the question. In the previous one, they used to repeat a lot of questions. Your project required you to study the district and their respective health indicator. You have shapefile, which provide you the required detail. The objective is to identify the curve of the district with the percentage high level. So yeah, there is some mathematics here, and you can do this mathematics in little bit of mathematics in QGIS. Okay, so QGIS is the software. KML file, we just discussed about the KML file. It is the shape file. It has the geographical data. जो special data, once again shape file, KML file. Yeah, there's much. And here's a network analysis in Python. It is about Kumu, correct, Carlton? It is about Kumu, huh?
Yeah, I mean, this one was specifically to do with the network shortest path, finding the shortest path. So they won't ask any, what do you call for it? They won't ask any programming questions like that, but it is basically about shortest path.
And remember, whenever we talk about the network, whenever we talk about the huge and complex network, which library we use? Who's going to give the answer? Which library we use? Scikit network. Okay, we use Scikit network. Whenever we have very complex type of network, we use Scikit network. For visualization, we use Kumu. Okay, so here is the thing: is they are just try to find some network. In the Kumu, we use to, no, we use from to to, from and to. Remember these keywords for Kumu. We use from to to. So initially it was pandas read, which one? Username. I remember Carton explained this whole notebook in his TA session, so you guys better watch it in 2x or just remember the functions. There is nothing else. I don't think they will ask. Remember some of those pandas function like read CSV, read HTML. No, there is HTML. I don't remember. Okay, so read Excel file pandas.concat up data frame append, how to change data frame into if I want to find specific unique values, if I want to find values count. So just remember all these functions. We discussed it so many times. Functions are really important. If you guys remember the correct function, you can find the correct answer very easily. And introduction to Kumu, we discussed Kumu many times. So important thing from the Kumu which I can remember is from and to. These are the two important keywords. We have two specific column. One column is from, and other column is just write it down somewhere because I remember there was a question like this. I think last term. Okay, from to from and to A, B, B, B and C. So it means we have a network from A to B, then we have B to C. That's all. Directional type of graph. Okay, folks. So that's the thing. Week 4, 5, 6. If you think there is any question, any doubt, you guys please ask. Next session will be on Thursday.
Yeah, that will be the last session. Before
That will be the last session. So feel free to ask any question in that session or on discourse. Okay, everyone. So yeah, if you guys have any problem, please ask. I think there is no problem. So Carton, can we close the recording?
Yeah, before we close, I just wanted to address one more thing. Some of you probably received your GA6 course and you found probably question 2 and 3 are been marked wrong. Do you guys want to give me some feedback right now about it? Did you have any issues with that question? GA6, question 2 and 3.
Suppose x1 has some sigma of x1, sigma of x1 is sigma 1 square.
Wow, there's complete silence. Either you guys got it all wrong or you've fallen asleep or what, I don't know.
No, I got
No,
second
for
question.
GA6, I think people are quite busy with project 2, so maybe their memory is not fresh for GA. For project 2, if you would ask,
Okay.
there are people who are still breaking their heads to solve project 2.
Okay, because there were a lot of discourse posts on it. That's why I wanted to ask you.
We got an email with corrections, I think, about corrections.
Yes, you got an email with corrections, is it?
No, we were told that it was corrected and we should refresh it, I think.
GA6. I think that was GA5 most likely.
Yeah, most
But
probably.
I think
It was not.
issue is posted in post, like there is a thread. I think everybody posted in that, like that's the issue. Like there's one that's value is coming out to be more than whatever the option that was given.
Yes, yeah, because yeah, and that was for GA6, right? Because it was with the Haversian distances between eateries.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. I've into it, but I've done some verification on our end as well. And there's 99% chance that you will be awarded marks for that those two questions, 2 and 3, because we think there's probably a problem with that key that was generated for it. But we need to verify that for certain with with the instructors. But I'm almost certain that is the case because we did some background checks over here ourselves. And the other thing I was going to mention was some people mentioned they had difficulty in finding the solution to that in a efficient manner. I don't know if you guys what methods you used, but can some of you share what algorithm you used to generate those answers for those two questions? Pairwise distances, how you calculated it?
I don't remember exact. I went for the vectorization. I used the NumPy arrays and used that, and I think I got it under like it wasn't taking more than a second or something, like under 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's exactly, that's the fastest way to do it. If you used it using simple for loops, then it may take anywhere up to 6 to 9 minutes to generate the answer. But
It was
vectorize,
taking more than that. Initially, I did it with for loops, and it was taking more than 6 to 9 minutes.
yeah.
With a lot of time.
So yes, so the correct way to do it is to vectorize it. Okay, take the column, vectorize it, and then it will take under a few. At most it may take like 5-6 seconds.
In this case, our test actually we are hypothesizing about the.
Do you guys know how to vectorize data from your pandas data frame?
Not sample means. We are hypothesizing about the mean of the two groups. Okay, mean of the two groups. Yeah. So
I guess the answer is no.
We
Okay, what I'll do is I'll quickly show you. It's just basically one line of code. I'll just share my screen here.
Difference in the sample. Now we need to know the.
Is it visible, my screen?
Variance of the test strategy, so that we can standardize the test strategy.
Yes.
I'll just make it a little bit bigger. So this is calculating distances, and I read the eateries file, and then I store the latitude and longitude into a single coordinate. I think I have it in a notebook here. Yeah, so latitude, longitude. I store it into a single column called coordinates, and then I want to make this a vector because all the mathematical operation will happen on this vector, right? This column. So it's very simple to do. All you have to do is use this np.array and give it the column name. It makes it into one vector. You can see this vector here. So now any operations you do on it will be mathematical. In other words, it will be very, very fast because it will use the math coprocessor to actually run this. And on top of that, because it's a NumPy array, it will also use all your cores. So it will be threaded and be able to run operations very quickly. But that's all you have to do to vectorize a column, make it a NumPy array. Then you can do mathematical operations on it. And as you can see here, it processed 3623 x 3623 because it's a matrix, right? And it did it in under 6 seconds here, roughly at 592 comparisons a second. Searches are even faster because searches on an array are supremely fast. So that's about 2500%. But that's the advantage. Okay, if it was a pandas data frame and you were doing for loops with the pandas data frame, it would take you minutes, and that would be very slow. So that's all it is.
Here, that vectorize what we are doing, location is equal to.
Sorry.
No, location is equal to np dot array of df of that column name we are giving. But that column, so how it will consider all the column data as a vector.
Yes, it will convert it into a single dimensional array.
One dimensional array it will be.
Yes.
But earlier we have showcased that coordinates, whatever latitude and longitude. So
yeah. It's still a one-dimensional array. Each item in there is a tuple.
Tuple. So that again another I'll create in data frame. I'll create another column altogether, and there I'll combine this latitude and longitude. That's what you are doing.
Yeah, I mean, I split this step because to make it easy to understand. You can do it in a single go. You don't have to make a separate column. I did it just to make it simpler to understand. But you can directly take this list
List,
zip
yeah, okay.
and then stick it into the NumPy array. That also will work.
Okay.
Yeah. But the point is to make it a NumPy array, make it a vector. Once you make it a vector, computer processors are designed to work very quickly with vectors. And so that makes your processing orders of magnitude faster. Okay. And that's useful when you got like a constant operation that is being done on them. So if you look here, no, that's not it. If you look here, so on this NumPy array, okay, which is called locations, I'm just applying this Haversian function on each and every element of it. So it's a constant operation, right? Just thousands of them being done on the vector. So that's why it's very fast. Computers are optimized to do this very quickly. So that's why that's always good to do operations on vectors. Okay. So that's it. But usually what will happen is if your algorithm is correct, you will find the answer will be within the range one of the actual GA. So in this GA6, so the answer was, let me set up now. So here, if the answer was 30, if you got like 367047 or something, and the actual one was 36746, it'll be like within one, and that's what we found.
That's what happened in both the cases. The second one, it was out of the range. First one, so I choose the one with the highest value. I didn't apply the same logic in the other question. I got one answer, so answer should be one less than that. I didn't apply that logic.
And it's partly dependent on this range also. If the range is very high, then you will get even bigger errors. If the range is smaller, then it comes out small. And I think the reason for that is the Haversian formula itself. When the distances are very close, there is a floating point error that can occur. And I think that was not taken into consideration. And that's why the answer key is wrong for these two. But you will get full marks for those, okay? So that's all I have to say. Any other questions? Okay, there are no questions. Then
Shall I ask other than this project related thing?
Sorry, could you repeat that again?
Project related thing, shall I ask?
Yeah, go ahead.
See, in the one of the files actually, I'm not able to load in the pandas actually. So similar other files I'm able to, but I don't know.
Which file is it you are not able to load?
That is .csv. Books.csv. Question number 1, it is not loading.
It's not loading into pandas.
It will. I don't know. Any other person are getting same thing or not. But other files is loading.
Okay. It might be an encoding problem. Sometimes you have to see what the error is. If you get error, because if you're saying it's not loading, there'll be an error, right?
No, this is I'm using actually this one Spider. And I see some blank means junk values. So those values before we need to clean it ourselves.
Yeah, if there are null values, depending on the question, you will have to either drop those rows or there are some instructions that have been given. So you have to follow those instructions. But if the file itself is not loading, sometimes it can be because of an encoding problem. So you might need to use a parameter that gives you the encoding for that file. The best thing to do is if you see an error, copy it into ChatGPT and or into Stack, or find out in Stack Overflow what that error is, and then they usually give you a solution to that error.
Okay, but when I'm working with the pandas, basically I prefer this one Spider because I'll see that result like Excel format. But either in other tools, particular other tools I'm using, I'm not able to see that list.
You're talking about the CSV itself, is it? Whether you can see
CSV itself. Let's say I'll read that CSV file to pandas.
Yes.
So directly there is in the spider, I am able to double click and I'll see that result, it is loaded or not. But if I'm using other tools, I'm not able to get it, that variable.
You can view the file in pandas as well, right? I mean, I don't.
No,
sigma 1 is quite
any
equal to
some
1
tool
to 6,
like pandas
and
or
this is sigma 1 is quite not equal
some
to
Visual Studio or something. Some
Are you asking? Are you asking? Is there other tools like pandas? Is that what you're asking?
no, not pandas, not, but that editor. Let's say will use some spider or something editor.
Yeah, one because in the alternative we are
I'm not
assuming
aware.
that it is
Yeah, I'm not
equal.
aware of
Okay.
what other
It's
tools
reducible
might be
to a not
possible.
equal. Just trying to
Okay, cool.
find this numerical.
Right. So I'll stop recording now.
Hello,
Yeah.
am I audible?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, just one doubt. Actually, I'm not able to access the live sessions recordings on the calendar. It is saying
No,
that
you won't. Yeah,
it's
you
not
won't be able to access it on the calendar. It is only on the YouTube playlist, on the two TDS playlist.
okay. But there are like many like many sessions which are not there on YouTube.
Not many sessions. There are few sessions that are not there. All the important ones are there. The ones that we didn't upload are the ones where there was very little by way of content. So they were mostly like doubt sessions. So that's why we didn't upload them, because they're not very
Okay.
useful.
Okay.
We uploaded the ones that have content on them. So that way you're not wasting your time looking at those sessions. So that's what we decided to do.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah? Okay.
Thank you.
So, for example, this session will be there as soon as we stop recording. After a few hours, it will be processed, and then tomorrow the instructor will upload it to the TDS portal.
It's not like a
Okay.
Okay.
we can calculate by this also.